the devil. If it's F.O.B, I don't know his country, is living in Germany.
Okay. And?
So I have my partner here, Mr. Ben. If it's possible to edit him, and we move forward with that one. We are the facilitator only.
Okay. Well, you can do it. You can do it. You don't need Wilhelmina because I don't handle Rwanda. I only handle Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. That's all. If
The
you're
product is Mali and the Sierra Leone.
yeah, if you're a facilitator, you should
there's
know.
no problem.
You should know the rules and regulations of Africa. You're African. You should know that. So
If the product is in Mali or Ghana,
no, Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone only. The owner of the gold.
Also.
Yeah, the owner of the gold, he produced gold from his mine. Yeah, that's why they hired me.
I know.
They hired me to handle marketing for them. Yeah.
Tell me, what can I do now? What can I do?
Well, I don't know. I cannot help you. You should learn how to do the marketing. You should know how to position your client. If you're just brokering on the group, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work at all. Because gold is money. Those people on the group, they just
money, yes, I know.
the people on the group, they are just joker to me. I'm just watching. I'm just educating them.
I see. Sorry.
They're just joker. Gold is not for joker. Yeah. Gold and diamond is not for joker.
Can I present you to the buyer straight to the buyer? Is it possible?
Yeah, the buyer.
Connect you to.
Yeah, the buyer has to introduce himself because I'm very strict. I interview the buyer thoroughly. Yeah. What is the qualifications of the buyer? What is the financial standing of the buyer? Without convincing the financial stability of the buyer, I wouldn't believe it.
Sure. So can I send them some message and from there we can.
Don't send it on the group. Don't send it on the group.
No, not to the group. Not the group. Send me straight to my WhatsApp.
Well, go back to the group. The procedure is in there. Go back to the group because I'm too busy to teach people. I am not here to teach people. I am here to sell. I am here to interview the buyer. So I don't want to waste my time because time is money. So if you saw me on the group, read it, click on the link, you might learn because I don't teach people because that is not my job. My job is to tell the world that Africa is the main source. Yeah. You got me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't teach people. I'm sorry, I don't teach people. You are on the group, you learn, you read, digest it. Then if you learn, if you have the buyer, then bring it to us. Because I'm very strict.
And is it not better to bring the buyer on our group? No. I would like to send you the contact direct to you.
No, just create a group chat together. Privately, you create a group chat. I will interview the buyer because I can detect whether the buyer is real or not. Yeah. Okay.
Because the buyer is ready now. From now we are talking. Is ready now. The buyer.
Where is the buyer coming from?
If German, he's in German now.
Okay. Create a group chat privately. What the buyer wants. What is why he want to buy gold?
He got 50 kg for every month.
Okay. What is the mode of payment? How he is going to pay?
Okay, let me ask you that one. All details, I give you details and I send to you.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Eugene. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Today is May the 3rd. I know you haven't seen Wilhelmina for quite sometimes. I think it's already 2 weeks. You haven't seen my update video. Now I'm going to update the price of the day today. Today is May the 3rd, the price of gold. Okay. The price of gold is 2016.56 per ounce. In dollars term is 64,833.86. Right. So that is the price of on the world market. So if you are a gold trader, I'm sure you have been running around thinking you can get gold cheap price. Gold is not cheap. Gold is money you're buying. Gold has many uses. You must remember. So I just finished interviewing this time waster. I called a joker broker if they don't read properly. Because I am not here to teach people, I am here to sell. I only entertain the real buyer, not a chain of joker broker. Now the price of gold today is 64,838.36. Our selling price less 8%. Right. Okay. Less 8%. I'm going to have a look. Okay, the price less 8% on 22 carats is $59,000 per kilo. 59,060 per kilo on 22 carats. So, Wilhelmina, too expensive. Of course, you're buying money to make money. Therefore, money is expensive, isn't it? Gold is the world asset. Diamond is the world asset. Africa is the main source of supply from different part of Africa. But the most supply that produce is Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. So Mali is not saturated. Conakry is not saturated. Sierra Leone is not saturated. So I'm the one who position Africa to the world market. So Wilhelmina is the mandate of the seller. At the same time, Mr. Buyer, I am your business facilitator in order for you to secure gold properly. Now you're going to ask, Wilhelmina, send me the procedure. The procedure is in this video. I want you to read. I want you to digest it properly. Don't come to Wilhelmina until you understand. Now you're gonna see, Wilhelmina, what is the carat? The carat and the purity is on this video. Okay, subscribe and click below. It says show more. You will see the price of gold of the day. Now don't bank on it because the price of the gold is changed every day. Now there is a prediction that the gold will turn to 3,000 per kilo. Now at the moment, almost 64,835 in few hours could be 65. Let's say 65,000 less 8%. Okay. Minus 65 again. This is the selling price. 59,800 per kilo. This is 22 carats plus. Now, the 64,838 is already refined. You are buying a Dore bar which is unrefined. Because the Dore bar can make into different uses. You are buying raw materials. You are not buying refined. The refined is already 99.99, which is 24 carats. The value is 64,838.36. That is why we give you less 8% because when you bring that to your own destination, you're going to resell it to your end customer, which is a jewelry manufacturer, which is the refinery. You can resell it to 2%, less discount, 2%, whatever the price of the day. So I am not here to teach you to do business. You are in business, you should know what you are buying. You should know the price of gold every day. You should know the price of diamond. We have gold and diamond. Now I would like to give you the link on this video. Click on the link. You go on my platform on Facebook. You will see what you are looking for. The procedure, the message on every picture is really well explained. So most of the broker online running around thinking they can get buyer collecting information, that is fine, because most of the buyer, they wouldn't believe you guys if you're brokering without knowing. So my platform, learn it. At the same time, Mr. Buyer, you read, and those joker broker, you also read it. You might learn out of my platform. Right. I don't need to expand it. I have been rejected thousands and thousands since 2011. I just been to Africa before entering 2023. I only travel to Africa to accompany the buyer when the buyer is really real buyer. Now you're gonna say, well, Amina, what is the procedure? You did not read. Well, Amina, send me the picture. You're not paying attention. Well, Amina, send me the manifest on diamond. You're not introducing yourself properly. Just like when you apply for a job, you apply your resume, then you walk into the office, you apply for the position that advertise. I am advertising that Africa is the main source of supply. Gold and diamond. I only handle gold and diamond. Conakry have a bauxite, have an emerald, diamond, and gold. Mali, they have gold and diamond. Sierra Leone, they have gold and diamond. Which one you like to travel, Mr. Buyer? Which one? You want to travel to Sierra Leone? Fine. Just send me a letter of interest. I don't want to deal with the fake buyers, because we are now on the global village. You can window shop, and I'm the only person who put everything online. I know, Mr. Buyer, you have been duped. I knew that. I just finished having a interview this morning. Today, the time here is 7:47 in the evening, which is Wednesday, May the 3rd. There's a lot of buyers coming to talk to me on live video call. They have sad stories. I don't want to buy your sad stories. Why? You're the one who creating your sad stories. You know me. Those buyer that came to me, he knew me. He followed my YouTube channel. He didn't deal with us. He flew to Sierra Leone. They flew to Mali. They flew to Ghana. They flew to Conakry. Failure. You wouldn't get the gold unless you introduce yourself. Are you a buyer? What is the purpose of buying gold? And you're gonna say, oh, well, Amina, I have a buyer. All right, you have a buyer. How long your buyer been searching? Oh, well, Amina, my buyer has been duped in Kampala. Well, whose problem is that? I don't want to hear your sad stories. I am here to interview you. Your sad stories is your problem. Why? Because you were being offered cheap price. Because you were looking for cheap price thinking the gold will come to you and then you pay taxes. No, you don't need to pay taxes until you have the contract, until you send a letter of interest to buy. You don't need to pay taxes yet. You haven't paid the gold. You haven't been to the office. You have to travel to inspect your order. When you like it, the gold has to be assay to a particular refinery. If you want to buy gold in Mali, the gold has to be assay at DNGM. Now, DNGM and KMR are now amalgamated. So, the gold will not come to KMR or DNGM. Who you are? You never know. You are a smuggler. So, that's why I am interviewing each one of you. And this morning, the buyer didn't meet the criteria. Why? He's a joker buyer. Now, in Conakry, you have to come to the office. Your reservation will be waiting for you. Then, You bring your gold tester, you travel to Mali, you bring your gold tester, you taste the gold. When you like it, the gold has to be assay at the NGM. There is a cost of $100, right? In Conakry as well, you come to the office, then you like it to proceed, you pay for it, bank to bank, because the cash inflow is the most important. What is the cash inflow means? When the contract, when you, Mr. Bayo, and the seller sign a contract, right, you stipulate how many quantity you want, and I will gather your vital information. You don't need to be scared because your information is intact with Wilhelmina. Your information would not float around like Joker broker on the group. The cut and paste, and then the informations of the buyer will float around, and the information of the seller would be float around. I saw it on the group WhatsApp. The informations of the seller was floating around. To me, I wouldn't do that. I have to interview you first, Mr. Baya. Right. Mr. Baya, I think if you watch my video from the beginning to the end, impossible you will not get gold. Impossible. If you watch this video, the full corporate offer is on this video. All video that you're gonna watch and search gold on YouTube, full corporate offer is very extensive. If you are not paying attention to me, you are not a buyer, really. To be honest with you. I just finished talking to this Joker broker. I called him Joker. Why? They saw my posting on the group. They don't read it. If I am a buyer today, I wouldn't deal with Joker broker. Why? You have a Wi-Fi. You have a phone. You are now on the internet. Everything now is on the internet. Wilhelmina was the one who put Africa to the world, that Africa is the main source of supply. Cashew, gas, bauxite, gold, diamond, emerald, cocoa, and so forth. Africa is a 24 country. Africa is the biggest country in the world, but you have no idea what is Africa means to the world. Africa is the main supplier of natural resources. How do I know? I've been to Africa. I am not African. I am Australian, but I was born in the Philippines. I only travel to Africa when the buyer is real. Mr. Buyer, you don't need to running around with Joker broker, chain of broker. Now, there's so many broker come to Wilhelmina. I rejected them. Why I rejected them? They're time waster. We want to talk to you, Mr. Buyer. We want to deal business with you directly. You don't need this Joker broker and the blockchain of Joker broker. You don't need. We are now on the social media. The seller hired Wilhelmina. This is my office. This is my virtual office. Right? Mr. Buyer, don't misunderstood. We are now on the social media. Why everything now on social media? I purchased this through social media, this phone. Right? I buy everything online. I buy through Facebook. Facebook is the advertisement site. YouTube is an advertisement site. We advertise. Wilhelmina advertise that Africa is the main source of supply. Wilhelmina telling the world that Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone have gold and diamond. So, most of the Joker broker came to Wilhelmina thinking they can get commission. We don't pay double commission. Instead, we give the buyer a discount in order for the buyer to get the profit. Now, Mr. Buyer, our selling price, less 8%. But don't panic because we are very flexible. Now, how you get the supply, Mr. Buyer? First of all, I want you to read. Click below, it says show more. Read it, paragraph by paragraph, what necessary requirement you're gonna need, it is on this video. What requirement that you are going to convince us, it's already on this video. So you don't need to roam around with broker to broker because you're gonna fail, I'm telling you. Now, Mr. Buyer, we are flexible. Our selling price less 8% on 22 carats. Whatever the price, let's say the price 65, less 8%, which is $59,000 per kilo, tax included. However, because I'm going to travel with you, Mr. Buyer, I am your business facilitator at the same time and the seller's mandate. So I have two rules. I am with you and I'm with the seller. I am going to take you to the office. Just tell me, Wilhelmina, I want to buy tons of gold. I'll take you to Mali. Because Mali have 40 tons. They are the biggest producer in West Africa. There are 3 refineries in Mali. In GM, KMR, Marina, and Unicorn. Well, we are not dealing with this refinery. However, because if you're buying gold in Mali, everybody use DNGM. Now, DNGM is a government. These 3 refinery, before they enter into this country to invest in refinery, DNGM is already exist because it's owned by the government. Before the gold will be taken out of Mali, the gold has to be assay so that you will see the carats and the purity. Now, you're going to say, well, Amina, I want to buy gold in Africa, CIF. No, it wouldn't work. CIF is stand for cost, insurance, and freight. How about paying the gold? Because the gold will not leave the country of origin without showing your payment, called cash inflow receipt. So when you transfer the payment from your bank account to the seller's bank account, it would take 3 working days. Just a moment. I will call you back. I'm on conference. I'm live.
Wait on. Are my black shoes at your place?
Mr. Buyer, I already explained to you about the price of gold. So don't worry because we are flexible. Wilhelmina is very considerate. Now, going back to traveling. You need to travel. You cannot just sit down in your office or in your chair whenever you are asking to bring gold to your destination. It wouldn't work. You need to have a contract. A contract stipulates your order on the first trial, second, and third, and fourth for 12 months contract. Then when we will review your intention, I will be the one to screen you. I have the right to interview you and I have the right to reject you. Before we're going to send you the landing visa, before you will receive a letter of invitation that you meet the criteria. If you didn't meet the criteria, asking CIF, asking LC, asking is BLC, meaning to say you have a deficiency of cash flow. You are going to borrow money in the bank using the contract. You have the facilities in your bank, but my seller has no facilities. This is F.O.B. You show your banking details. You show that you have proof of fund available in your bank account. Then we will believe you are a buyer. But if you cannot show that you are really a buyer, to me, you're just a time waster. Now, after you read this full corporate offer in front of you, click below. It says your company name, address, email, destination, the proof of fund, your business registration. I put everything so that easy for you to understand. All question and answer is in front of you on this video. You only come for conference when you have a little bit of question. But to me, if you are smart, you're a businessman, I know you know what you are looking for. I know that gold is very important to your business. I know that this gold business is a real business. Gold is king versus your paper money. Don't you know that the price of gold today almost 65, 64,838.36. Now, you're gonna say, well, Amina, it's very expensive. Well, you're buying expensive precious mineral, expensive item. This is the world asset you're buying. So therefore, this asset is not cheap. Therefore, this asset cannot be given to you until you convince us. We have tons of gold. Gold is money. Gold has many uses. Tell me, Mr. Buyer, why you want to buy gold for? Why? Because you want to get a profit, right? You will get the profit when you have a capital. If you don't have a capital, how are you going to get the profit if you're asking, send the gold CIF, cost, insurance, and freight? To me, you're just joking. You are joking because if you come for conference with Wilhelmina, then you saw me on this video, I'm going to ask you, what's your name? What is your full name? Do not say hi to Wilhelmina because that is not the way you do business. You're gonna introduce, hi Wilhelmina, I watch your YouTube, I've been through to your Facebook, I am the buyer. Here is my business registration, Wilhelmina. Here's my importation license. Here's my passport, Wilhelmina. Here's my proof of fund bank statement. Now, Wilhelmina, I want 50 kilos. When I'm gonna come to see your head office? Perfect. Now, I am going to travel with you. My services is not for free. I am charging you to travel with you in order to assist. Instead of getting 8%, I will give you 10 to 11%. Why? Because of my travel cost. You're going to say, well, Amina, how much you're going to charge your services? $20,000, take it or leave it, non-refundable. Why? Airline is no longer cheap. Hotel is no longer cheap. When the gold is high, my services is also high. In spite of that, instead of getting 8%, I will give you 11% or even 13%. So, your $20,000 is peanuts. When you resell the gold to your customer, less 2%, my goodness, you get the profit. At the end of the day, you owe me a favor. I don't owe you a favor. You're using my services. My services is very unique. My services is very important to your business, Mr. Buyer. Yes, we have tons of gold. We have diamond on my platform. Come and see. Come and visit. We have 4,230.2 total carats. 4,230.2 total carats. We have a big parcel. You're gonna say, oh, Wilhelmina, send me the SKR. No. You are not convincing me. You didn't convince me yet. We don't release the SKR. We don't release the manifest until Wilhelmina satisfied, until you convince Wilhelmina. Yes, I will release the video. I will release the manifest. What I have done on my platform on Facebook. Here's the diamond. Picture to picture, there is a message. Here's the gold, picture to picture, there's also a message. All the pictures are original, not copied. That is the reason why I put the message so that the joker broker cannot copy. Because some of the joker broker, they steal my picture and copied and solicit group to group. Mr. Buyer, you don't need to solicit anymore. You don't. Everything is in front of you. Just click the link. Take time. Don't rush. Because I'm not rushing. You take time to read, take time to listen to this video, and take time to click the link and go on my Facebook platform. Take time and relax. When you are ready, then that's the time you come back to do business with us. Does that make sense, Mr. Buyer? As I've said to you, our selling price less 8%. But because I'm going to charge you to accompany you so that you will not encounter any issue 20,000, Mr. Buyer, is peanuts to you. I'm telling you. You're buying $500,000 here. Right? You are buying $500,000. I want you to invest money to make money. At the end of the day, you are a winner. You are not going to waste my time. You are not going to waste time to travel to Africa because sellers are very hard to deal with. Don't be panicked because I know my seller. I've been to Africa many times already. I only travel when you are a real buyer. I don't travel with my own expenses. What for? You are using me to get the supply, Mr. Buyer. So therefore, you need to have a capital. Without your capital, don't bother. Okay? Because gold is the world asset you are buying. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. And I shall see you for conference. If you have any question, come and see us. But all question and answer is already on this video. Alright? Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good morning whenever you are. It's good evening here in Brisbane, Australia. It's 8 o'clock already. I will be closing midnight because we have a time difference.